So, as a season ticket holder for 20 years, I still get season ticket holder emails from the team.
Yeah.
It
They want you
says,
back.
From the Houston Texans. Did you see this one? I don't know if you get them. Do you get them? I don't know.
I was on a wait list just to see how long the wait list was. I was never going to buy tickets.
All right. Here's the title. Houston greater than everybody. That's the title of the email. We struck gold in H-Town blue. Gold's got nothing on the glow of a Texans win. The squad delivered, the fans roared, and NRG lit up in pure H-Town fashion.
That's right.
And guess what? We're not done. Back-to-back
They're
home
not
games
done.
up next.
That's right.
Let's
They're not
keep that
done.
momentum rolling.
You and your people on Twitch hate the Texans.
No.
We got this. Texans sucked less on Sunday from
they
one
were
guy.
great.
They
were great.
just sucked less. 3-14 talking bleep was hilarious.
This whole thing about NRG roaring, though.
The formula is to play teams with a completely depleted defense. We got that. Then there's, because screw the people that pay a lot of money to come watch your mediocre BS dip bleep. What an asinine comment. That DeMeco is just trying to say we're not listening to. He's just giving the us against the world, and he actually did it in a friendly way.
Well, just saying that nobody knows anything.
He
That's
didn't
just
say that.
Typical yes, he did.
He said, I'm not going to.
People that don't know what they're talking about.
He said, about that you fire your coordinator 5 games into the season.
About football. They don't know about football.
That's not what he said. He said, we wouldn't come ask your opinion on how we're going to coach. Why would a coach ask a
or
fan?
our game plan?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
But he wouldn't do that.
Nor should he, ever.
No, should he?
Nor should he ever.
No. But that people don't know what they're talking about is baloney.
That kind of bleep.
Your team sucked for
didn't-
4 games.
You act like he just completely. DeMeco wasn't offensive in what he said. He was asked a question and he answered it.
No, that's not true. He was absolutely offensive in what he said.
Who asked him a question about what? What did they ask him that got him to that
What
point?
about all the noise?
Yeah, they asked him about hearing all the outside noise, and he said, "We don't listen to the outside noise."
Well, that's all. I don't
that's
listen.
not what he said. He said we heard
Well,
it. No,
let's
he did.
hear what he said again.
Here, play it again.
What's
This
it?
is so
Okay.
offensive to everyone.
Okay.
Well,
it's a typical.
the computer. Here we go.
I just wasn't ready. Here it is.
Okay, here we go.
It really doesn't matter about outside noise, and we hear a lot of that every time you lose. It's everybody wants to come up with something of get rid of everybody, fire everybody, you lose a game, you go out, don't play well. Well, it's just the noise is just a lot of people who don't know what they're talking about, because here in this room as a team, we stick together as a team, and we know it's only about us, right? And you never let that outside noise creep in and control who we are. We know who we are. We know what we're about. We know the formula. We know what it takes to go win games. And we just understand that the outside noise is just noise. We would never go ask anybody who's giving the noise. We would never go ask them their opinion about how to game plan or how to play football. So we keep that in-house, and we press forward, and we go out and play good football. That's what it's about.
So, so first of all, he contradicted himself.
32 coaches would
First
say
of all, he contradicted himself. We don't know. We don't hear it. We don't listen to that. Oh, but they want everybody fired, and they don't know anything about football.
But they hear it.
He contradicted himself.
They hear it.
And secondly, there's a lot of really, really good information out there from non-football people that talk NFL. There's a lot of really good information out there. And so that people don't know anything about football is a load of crap. Just because they're not in the NFL doesn't mean that you can't look at what's going on and dissect it. Because there's a lot of really, really smart people that do. You do it every time you break down a football player.
Yes, but you can have opinions. But he was asked specifically.
And
his
nobody
thing
says fire everybody as soon as you lose. Nobody says that.
Well, they did about
nobody says that.
Well, they did about Nick Caley.
Well, that Nick Caley should. That Nick
I saw
Caley
fans for the first time
that
saying
Nick Caley has sucked is a fact.
I saw fans for the first time saying Sark's got to go. I saw that happen on Saturday, way more than I expected, and on text messages.
Yeah, well,
that's the guy who's gone to the Final Four twice. I saw Brian Kelly out already. I saw James Franklin out after.
Brian Kelly should have been out.
After being in the.
Brian Kelly should have been out.
But what? No, I've got no problem. Well, it's a separate conversation we'll have about these dumb contracts. But y'all are going to learn. You're going to learn when you keep having to pay $50 million.
Listen, they're so ready to get rid of him that they don't mind eating that money.
Yeah, that's a separate. We'll save for something else. DeMeco said, and maybe it's because I grew up in a family with a dad who was a coach who I just already know how they feel. they take a lot of crap, and they understand it from people
And
who
they
are
think that we don't
wait,
know
wait, John,
anything.
there's a lot of people who don't. You are in a sports talk show for over 25 years. You know that for a fact.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who don't have any idea what they're talking about.
But there's a lot of good information out there.
That's fine, but I don't know that DeMeco's talking
breaking
about
it down and saying that the Texans have not been good offensively for most of the season
but at the
is
same
a fact.
But no, I know, and I don't think he would disagree with you that they haven't been good. I don't think he's disagreeing. He's saying exactly what 32 head coaches would say. We're not listening to that. We don't care what the fans
Except
have
he
to
does
say.
listen to it. He hears it.
But he's saying he's not going to take any of the opinions of the fans into account, nor should any head coach.
No, it should.
They should be able to get there on their own. Now, I'm not speaking for ownership because some ownership will, they hear it. They hear the media sometimes, and we say
This
fans.
ownership does.
And we say fans, but media too. There are some markets, I don't think this one, but there are some markets where the media is a very strong, boisterous media, and ownership will hear that. New York is a great example with Woody. That's why I worry for Aaron Glenn, because Woody Johnson hears it, and I worry for Aaron Glenn. He pulled one out of the fire yesterday, and he needed
that
it.
was unbelievable. I felt good for him.
I did too, but I'm not all mad at DeMeco saying what I've heard coaches say my entire life. They get tired of being yelled at and screamed at. I grew up in a house where my dad would listen to Martini and Evans Sports Talk, and I heard him yelling at the radio one time about something U of H related when I'm 9 or 10 years old.
Listen, they won one game after looking like crap. Okay,
John,
they're 3-4.
Do I have to tell you that this
what?
has been 9 straight great quarters from the Texans? Do we have to talk? Oh, no, wait.
What?
I forgot about Seattle. Well, minus the Seattle game.
Minus the Seattle game.
That was 0 quarters of good
Listen,
football.
they all knew it too. Don't tell me. They knew they sucked.
John,
all week long they were asking about it.
4-4 is right around the corner. Has Bo Nix dealt with this defense? With this swarm?
Do you want to see Nick Bonito and Cooper in town?
I'm not worried. We've got a new offensive line plan because we pay Blake Fisher more now.
Cooper's a beast.
The Broncos are on pace to set the record for sacks in the season.
Oh, Benito Bashmito. Has he seen our tight end named Blake Fisher?
I just know that while this week
and the new CJ,
we should give them a lot of credit for what they did.
That's right.
So wait a minute.
But you brought up Denver, and I watched Denver, and that pass rush.
It looked good.
Nice.
You know what this is?
It looked good.
They're going from a 5-man rotation to a 6-man rotation.
Just like the
Texans
Astros.
are changing football. Not Blake Fit. There's 6 offensive linemen now. Every
Attaboy.
time,
Here we go.
every snap. Now.
Here we go.
Because
and he's
we can't
eligible
do a
to go out for a
5
pass
offensive
too.
lineman.
No, that's not why. It's because because Nick Caley is innovating.
No, because we have Jason Alexander as our 6th starter. That's why.
Who's that?
Remember, he pitched for the Astros this year.
Oh, that Jason. Oh, Blake Fisher.
We're changing
Blake
the
Fisher
game.
is the
We're going from a 5-man rotation to a 6-man rotation. It was 4 at one point. But now it's
Tell me
6.
one fan or media member who was calling for Blake Fisher to be a tight end. Nobody. Who did that? Texans on their own. Not one fan said to do that.
Why? Because they couldn't block with 5 like everybody else.
That's a rumor.
That's a
That's
gross
a fact.
misjudgment of what's going on, John.
That's like everybody else. They couldn't.
No, the Steelers-
I think there are some fans, and I see him right now on Twitch. I know the one, Rhino. The only way he would be happy is if the Texans left. If DeMeco was drawn and quartered, and CJ was gotten rid of. I just can't believe how many people hate CJ Stroud in this, and it's weird.
Well,
it's weird how many people have decided CJ has got to go.
Well, CJ was
and
back
they hate
at
him.
it.
He's dumb. He's this, that, and the other. Like, damn, this guy is like. Let's let him play.
Let's give him
he's
60.
literally in year
wait
3.
a minute. So we're back to let's give him 60. That's what we're doing.
No.
No, well, yeah.
No.
Apparently.
If he plays like yesterday, I'm all on board.
Okay,
with CJ
that's
Stroud.
1 in a row.
That's 1 in a row. So what I'm saying is, yeah, I let it play out. I'm going to let it play out. But if it doesn't look good, I'm of the. Well, I don't know what the answer is because that's not an easy.
CJ said something yesterday. We should play when we come back
We will.
because he's back. He was back, feeling himself again.
I know.
Hey, I love me some CJ.
I like
said
when
CJ.
he's confident. If his confidence leads to good play on the field, that's great. But it is a little disconcerting when he starts to strut and you just remember, like, hey, we've seen this act before.